13 ways to boost your brain power from secret agents. The way our brain works has always been one of the most fascinating subjects out there. And even though there have been lots of useful and interesting discoveries on this topic, there are also plenty of misconceptions. Today, we're going to debunk these myths and share a couple of brain-boosting tips used by some of the sharpest minds out there. Secret agents. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so that you'll be the first to see all our new videos. Myth number 13. You won't become a math genius by drawing. You'd think that drawing and math have nothing to do with each other, but that's not the case. Drawing activates both hemispheres of the brain, which allows you to come up with good solutions way quicker. Studies have even shown that kids learn math better and memorize information faster if they illustrate the new material or doodle in their notebooks. So whenever you need to make an important decision, try doodling or drawing for 10 minutes using your non-dominant hand. You can also do it every day, and after a month, you'll notice the brain-enhancing effects. Myth number 12. Swings are for kids. Some more great news for the kid in us all. Playing on the swings can seriously improve your brain work. When we're children, swinging on the playground promotes the development of certain parts of the brain responsible for speech and motor skills. Swinging, bouncing, rocking, and spinning also strengthen the vestibular apparatus in the ear at any age, thus improving spatial orientation skills. This fact has actually been proven by astronauts. So don't hesitate to play on the swings for 15 to 20 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week, and never turn down a ride on the merry-go-round. It'll spare you from motion sickness, as well as the staggering symptoms from excessive drinking. Not bad, right? Myth number 11. Psychic abilities don't exist. Something like a sixth sense can often be found among people who have had to better develop certain sensory organs. Blind people, for instance, can understand the space around them by concentrating on their sense of hearing, smell, or touch. To function properly, their brain effectively creates a sort of mental map based on the received information. To activate these parts of your brain, practice doing certain things using earplugs several times a week. Other great options are walking backwards or playing What's in the Box. After some time, you'll see your sensory skills slowly, but steadily sharpening. Myth number 10. Chess is the best sport for the brain. Don't get me wrong, your brain benefits a lot from chess, but it works even better from complex physical training. During a full-body workout, your system pumps out hormones that are responsible for memory, the assimilation of new skills, and the preservation of neurons. Participants in a study were asked to solve certain tasks. When given a break, Group A stretched while Group B rested. The results showed that Group B, which rested, did worse on the tasks than Group A. So the lesson here is simple. Don't rely purely on chess and crosswords to sharpen your mind. Swimming, dancing, or yoga will do a way better job at developing not only your body, but your brain as well. Myth number 9. Milk is good for your brain. Believe it or not, milk has insulogenic or blood sugar raising and inflammatory properties that aren't exactly good for your system or brain work. That's why consuming other dairy products is much better for both your brain and your body. Adding more fatty fish, caviar, nuts, fruits, and vegetables to your plate is also advisable. You might even consider following the low-carb ketogenic diet. Just don't forget to consult your doctor beforehand. Myth number 8. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Not only an overused cliche, but a misconception at that. The truth is that almost any skill imaginable can be learned and developed as an adult. For example, some surgeons have started taking violin lessons after age 30 in order to develop their fine motor skills. Special agents, in their turn, play video games to improve their reaction speed, problem-solving skills, and proper behavior on a mission. All this means one thing: don't be afraid to do something you've dreamed of since childhood. New skills open neural pathways and prevent the brain from aging. And don't worry about age limits either, because there are none. For instance, in the 2018 Winter Olympics, the alpine skier representing Mexico was 40 years old, and he managed to master this sport in just 1 year. So anything's possible, as long as you're willing to work hard for it. Myth number 7. Positive thinking is for the young and naive. Optimists cope with failure easier and reach goals faster, period. Pessimism and constant worrying, however, increase the risk of heart attack by up to 29% and the risk of cancer by up to 41%. That's why many psychologists recommend developing a so-called positive distortion. It's not that hard to do, it just takes time like anything else. Try to look on the bright side of any situation you're in, and your life will become way more fun and exciting. Myth number 6. Some people are mathematically inclined, others are not. Another popular misconception about math that's made a lot of people give up after repeated failure. The truth is, basic understanding of math is instinctual and an important survival skill. No joke. For example, symmetry indicates a ripe fruit, a sense of numbers helps determine how many people there are in an enemy tribe, and the list goes on. The ability to do math develops differently among different people, but it still can be improved even in adulthood. It has a positive impact on your memory and is good for creativity as well. Start with simple things. Play Monopoly and Scrabble. Check out simple math problems and tactile games. And calculate your expenses in your head when you shop. Then, gradually make the tasks harder. And after some time, you'll see how much easier any mathematical solution comes to you. Myth number 5. Drinking coffee every day is good for memory. Caffeine does boost brain function and can postpone age-related memory disorders. But you don't have to drink it on a regular basis. If you do, it can seriously affect your sleep. So keep the coffee consumption in check and try adding another brain-boosting habit to your lifestyle. Reading. If you read at least 1 to 2 books of different genres per week, or reread old ones to refresh the data, your brain will get a much-needed workout processing all that information. Sitting down with a book and a cup of coffee is an even better brain and mood-enhancing combo. Myth number 4. Virtual maps and navigators develop spatial orientation. Although super convenient, this technology actually has the opposite effect on your brain. People who use GPS navigators for a long time usually end up forgetting where main streets are located. That's why London cab drivers have to memorize the location of 25,000 streets by heart to get a license to work. Knowing how to find major streets and being able to use maps boosts the part of the brain responsible for spatial orientation, de-stressing, and change of behavior strategies. Try to ditch the navigators in favor of paper maps, and pay attention to guiding landmarks like the position of the sun. With time, you'll be able to find a certain location even in another city. Pretty handy skill to have, isn't it? Myth 3. Electrical stimulation burns up the brain. Electrical brain stimuli are mostly used by scientists, special agents, athletes, gamers, and people recovering from a traumatic brain injury or stroke. This therapy improves concentration, boosts logical thinking, improves reaction rate, increases verbal memory, and evokes imagination. In fact, 40% of the test subjects in a study were able to solve a difficult logical thinking task that they'd failed before receiving a course of electrical stimulation. If you're interested, you can even start this therapy yourself, but only after consulting with a doctor to prevent yourself from any harm. Don't skip this step. Visiting a specialist first is a must. Myth number 2. Pleasure center stimulation improves brain function. The hormone dopamine raises the feeling of pleasure when you eat sweet foods, drink alcohol, or fall in love. But it boosts brain function only temporarily and then reduces its productivity, demanding a new dose with time. The hormone serotonin, however, boosts brain function for a longer period of time than dopamine. It's produced when you feel personal fulfillment, laugh, or share a favorite hobby with someone close to you. So the best way to joyously improve your brain work is to simply spend more time with friends, travel more, meet new people, and share positive emotions with your loved ones. All this will make your mind stronger and your life happier. Myth number 1. The brain never gets tired. It's true that the brain itself can't get tired from doing intellectual work, but your psychological and physical state can influence your concentration and activity. Recent research has shown that the brain works better when you can hear the sound of crashing waves, feel the salty breeze and warm sand on your skin, and see all those beautiful shades of blue. That's why we regain our strength much faster near the ocean. The answer here is either salt therapy, a walk in the forest, or a vacation close to natural bodies of water. And don't forget about going to the beach. So, which one of these revelations did you find the most surprising? Tell us in the comments below. Don't forget to click subscribe to stay on the bright side of life.